heading to Washington this morning, which has required a 6 a.m. wake-up call. It was an actual struggle to get Joe up this morning on time. I managed to get across the traffic lights. Joe's still all the way over there. So we're heading now to Penn Station to get our train to Washington. Had a little bit of stress this morning with the old machine not taking my $20. It didn't take $20 notes, so I had to run upstairs and get a couple of 10s from the shop. We're just heading now for Amtrak train, which we booked online before we came here, and that's going to take us all the way to DC. It takes about 3 hours. Hoping to get a little bit of breakfast before we get on the train though, because I'm pretty hungry. There we are, Penn Station, Amtrak. Us found a bagel place. They do bagel, cream cheese bagel salad. Perfect breakfast for the journey. Washington DC. We're at Union Station. Again, very pretty. All the train stations in America are really pretty. Took 3.5 hours on the Amtrak. Now we're going to go and explore. We've just checked our bags as well because we didn't really want to lug 2 suitcases around sightseeing. So we've chucked those in a bag depository. Not a place I ever thought I would actually visit, but we're here. So let's go see the White House and stuff. This is Congress, which is the equivalent of our Parliament, I think. This is the other side of the Capitol building. About there is where the president gets sworn in. When they have a new president, he stands up there, puts his hands on a Bible and says that he's going to do a good job. If you turn around this side, you've got that, which I think is, what's that called? I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to look it up, but that is also very famous and quite pretty. I just know it from Forrest Gump, obviously. Been in DC for probably an hour now. I already get the vibe that DC is totally different to New York. Feels very serious. Everywhere you go, there's like this sort of thing, and lots of memorials and lots of tourists taking pictures, lots of coach trips. I'm glad to have seen it, and I'm looking forward to seeing the White House later, and you know, it's quite cool to see the Capitol building. It's not for you, is it, this city? Joe's not a history buff, and as you can see, she's not enjoying this as much as New York. We're only here for a couple of hours really until we have to get the train. No, we're not getting a train, we're getting an Uber to our Airbnb, which is about an hour away from here. And then we're gonna head tonight to part 1 of the wedding. But yeah, for now we're just kind of pottering around, looking at the sights, looking for the White House. Has to be said, this is the coolest place on earth that I've yet to see a football match. I am so jealous and so tempted to ask if I can join in. Anytime I see people playing football, I just want to go join in. We're walking along what is, I think, the Mall towards the Washington Monument. That's what it's called. So far, DC is pretty dull. You know, it's like, I mean, there's lots of history. If you're not a history person, then it's probably not for you. Joe's just given up completely. We're both a little bit bored. I just said to Joe, I'm going to see the White House and I'm going to see all the sights while we're here, not because I particularly want to, but because it feels like I probably should see all these things. The energy's gone. New York has taken it out of us, but we shall soldier on. It's 300 years later, we've got 18 kids, 12 grandkids, and we're still walking along this damn road. I'm starting to get ratty now because I haven't had lunch, and as Joe will tell you, if I haven't eaten, I start to get really antsy. The sooner we can find food, the better, because until then, I ain't gonna be myself. So we got this close to it. Honestly, hunger has overtaken the pair of us, so we are not gonna go right up to it. Instead, we're gonna go and get food. I think if I don't eat within the next 20 minutes, that's the end. It's the end for me. Not only is this the dodgiest looking ice cream van I've ever seen, but they're playing Christmas music. We're ducked into a pool, which we have in the UK. Joe's gone for a tuna salad. Is it good?
Yeah.
I have gone for a beef French dripping sandwich thing. You get the sandwich which has like cheese and beef brisket in there, but you get this dipping sauce to go with it as well. I guess you just dip and eat. Very good. At this point, I feel like any food would be very good because I'm so hungry. We're on Pennsylvania Avenue, which is just around the corner from the White House. So after we've eaten this, I think we're gonna go and take a look at that. Just coming up to the White House now. First impressions are, from what I can see through the trees, it's very white, highly appropriate name, but it also looks like there's some kind of protest going on outside. What's it for? USA! USA!
USA!
The White House is there. You can't really see very much from this side because there's like a fence replacement project going on. So we're going to try and go around the other side because I think you can see it better from the other side. Lots of people told us that it's quite small, the White House, and actually I completely agree. Buckingham Palace is far bigger and far better, isn't it? The Queen, she knows what she's doing. Let's go around the other side and have a look. There it is. As you can see, the view from this side, I think, much prettier than the other side. So, White House is done. The plan now, we just got a text from our friend Ed, who's joining us at Iram's wedding. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get an Uber quickly back to Union Station, and then we're going to meet up with Ed, and then we're going to head to our Airbnb. What are your thoughts on Washington, D.C.?
White House is very small.
Yeah, what about the city as a whole?
Got a good restaurant, a good cafe called Paul.
We have that everywhere. We have that in the UK.
Apart from that, glad I bought gums.
Oh yeah, look at this. Like every single time one of these planes is coming into land, I start to get panicky because of the film Olympus Has Fallen, where one of these takes off the top of that thing. Movies are not real life. So that's that. There's the White House. Tick. Job done. We're going to go and head back to Union Station, get our bags.
I've got 4 left.
Oh, out of 37. We're going to head back now and get our Uber. Did all that filming just then, wasn't filming for any of it. So we've arrived at our Airbnb in Ashburn, Virginia. We've got Ed with us. He said hello already. There he is. Ed, where have you come from today? Ed's come all the way from Chicago to join us. Look at the size of this Airbnb. It's too much room. We could do actual cartwheels here if we wanted to, and I might. Look at the TV. Jo's found her cozy corner. We got a little mini table football.
Mini bar.
Oh, there's drinks in the fridge. Are they free?
We've got like biscuits, Kit Kats.
Oh my good gracious.
Let's see what we have.
We've got little cookies.
There's like loads of chocolate and stuff in here. This is not bad, is it?
Oh, cereal bar.
Guys, we've done well. We've done well. Joe, pop the kettle on.
Well, what does anyone want? Hot chocolate,
Oh,
donut
are they
shop,
to go in here?
Yeah, they go in there. So you open
cappuccino,
up.
hot cocoa.
Oh, this is like the one we got home. I'll go for this one. Caramel cappuccino. There's a nice big mirror. Yeah, Ed, it looks like this is your bed, but to be fair, this is like the size of a double bed. This is mine and Joe's bedroom. Very, very nice. There's mirrors everywhere in this place. It's not bad, is it? Oh, look at the painting on the wall, by the way. I'm going to leave it there for now. We need to get ready. Me and Ed we've come on in. It was a busy hour. We got to the Airbnb as you saw. Then we had to quickly, all 3 of us, get suited and booted and showered and stuff. We're looking sharp. I was worried the black was a bit funeral-ish.
No,
but Joe said
you
it was.
got a good shirt. You got a good shirt.
That's what I thought. Take a look at my cufflinks. Don't tell anyone. Just got paper clips because I completely forgot to bring cufflinks. We've arrived at Iram and Zabdiel's henna and anointing ceremony. No idea what's going on whatsoever, but we're here. Joe's outside with Iram, who's the bride, and they're going to be coming in a bit, but right now we're just sitting, me and Ed are sitting here, we're just going to chill. Ed and me now, fully dressed, ready.
I would have no idea that we'd have been leading a bridal procession.
The parade where the bride came in that you just saw, I didn't get it on camera because me and Ed ended up being at the very front.
Yeah.
They asked us to lead the procession in. We had to hold some candles and lead everybody in, and everyone was watching and taking pictures. Joe was in it as well. She was bridesmaiding. We expected her to be in it. We didn't expect us to be in it. So the ceremony is done, and I have got a plate full of curry and naan bread and a scarf. Good morning. We were all exhausted after the henna ceremony, which went on quite late. Although we didn't have to get an Uber back because we met this lovely guy at the wedding called John who gave us a lift home, which was really nice of him. This is where we're staying anyway. This is it in the daytime. It's that home there. We're staying in the basement of that house. But right now we're just heading to a nearby shopping centre maybe to get some food and yeah, just to explore the area. Got a free day. Look at that. Help yourself. Take a book, return a book. There you go. Have they got anything good? Not anything I would read. When you think about we were in New York and now this, it's like total opposite, isn't it? We've come to Brambleton Town Centre. Feels like a town that they've just sort of dropped in the middle of nowhere. It's not really got like any character or anything, has it? Over there there's like loads of houses and they all look exactly the same. And up here there's shops and they have a doctor's and stuff, but it's literally just in the middle of nowhere. It's bizarre. It feels like that in Indiana Jones where they set up that village for nuclear testing and all the buildings look the same. That's what it feels like. So we're gonna have a look around and see what they've got. But anyway, a bit strange. Joe, I've just noticed something. We're wearing the exact same
I
thing.
just thought that a minute ago.
Again.
I was like, oh my gosh,
Black top, blue
Huge
jeans,
trousers.
and some trendy trainers. Ed, you're the odd one out today. Didn't get the memo.
Future neighbourhood, future park.
There's all these neighbourhoods going up.
Future.
The reason that this place is so quiet at the moment is because they're waiting for all these other things to go up. So they've almost built this in anticipation of this being like a busy area. This feels as though wherever we go in America, Joe brings us into a supermarket. This cereal aisle is like next level. Look at it.
There we go. Pancake mix. Just add water. That's
Literally a pancake
horrible.
in a pot. I bet that's grim.
That's horrible.
Although it's probably not dissimilar to the melt in the middle pot that I made. Little mini pumpkins and all these strange pumpkins. Went for lunch in the supermarket in the end, and we've got a nice haul. Salad pots, each one of us. Very healthy. Went for a Gatorade, which I've wanted to try for a long
Very
time.
healthy.
Not so healthy. Cheetos and these Fritos, again not healthy. Chicken, loads of chicken, and pumpkin pie, which I think we'll probably try later. We're sitting in the middle of Brambleton, which is that sort of fake town that we found. I'm going to give Gatorade a go for the first time. It's luminous yellow.
You can get that in England, Ash.
Oh, no you can't.
You can.
Gatorade?
Yeah, people drink it in England.
bottle as big as
In the UK? Yeah, not this big though. Look at the size of it. Lemon and lime flavour. It's good. Just tastes like lemon and lime squash. It's nothing special. 2 varieties of crisps. So we've got a new packet of those. And we've gone for these Fritos, twisted honey barbecue flavour. Oh, they look nice. You know, when a crisp looks like it's got a lot of flavour
Oh
on it.
yeah.
They look good.
They do these in England, but the like salt and vinegar ones.
Oh, they're good. They're nice.
Twists.
They are nice. I wasn't going to have a Cheeto, but it's just persuaded me that seeing as we're here in this ghost town, as you can see, there's literally nobody around. I'm going to give these a go as well. These are a bit like, they look like knickknacks.
Knickknacks.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're good. They're like cheese flavoured knickknacks. And I thought it was 160 calories for the whole bag.
Yeah.
But no, that's per
Look
serving.
at that orange colour, that artificial.
No way. A serving
Orange.
is apparently 21 pieces. So if you have 21 of
wow.
these, it's
Not bad.
160 calories.
Made of real cheese.
Yeah.
Kind of comforting, but kind of uncomforting that they need to say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I haven't the new one. Jesus' cake.
Oh my chick. Did he actually write a song about Chick-fil-A? Yeah.
So the wedding rehearsal is done. I was quite happy because I've got no role in the wedding, so I was able to just sit and watch the Man United game on my phone, which is always appreciated. We've come to a shopping mall to get Chick-fil-A. There's Chick-fil-A over there. Chick-fil-A was so good in New York that I've gone for it again. Jo's had her fill of fast food, so she's gone for a superfood salad. And I have gone for the Chick-fil-A Deluxe with fries and a Dr. Pepper. This is Ed's first ever Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
What'd you go for?
I went for looks at the menu, Chick-fil-A Deluxe, which is basically a Chick-fil-A burger, but with salad, American cheese, and lettuce.
Lettuce and tomato. I think you've gone for the same as me.
To see, this is the Chick-fil-A fry, and you can actually see the potato skin all the way round. So it's proper, good quality, healthy potatoes right there.
I'm gonna crack on and eat mine now, but you don't need to see me eat it because I already did that in New York, but it's dinner time. As if Chick-fil-A wasn't enough, we've decided to pop into the Cheesecake Factory. Jo was desperate to get some cheesecake.
Yeah.
Look how posh it is in here. It's just a cheesecake place. It's so posh. We've got a candle on the table, somebody's birthday.
Reese's peanut butter chocolate cake cheesecake.
Oh my gosh. Low carb cheesecake. No thanks. One of the bridesmaids said earlier, didn't she? America's like the land of excess. And this menu is
It was interesting. She
excess.
said,
The decision has been reached. We're going for Reese's Pieces cheesecake and Cinnabon cheesecake, which is like a cinnamon bun flavour. Oh my gosh, so this looks like Cinnabon, and this one, what's this one again?
The
Reese's.
Pieces.
Oh, Reese's.
Look
Oh
at that
my
peanut
my
butter
gosh,
on the
look, the
top.
Reese's pieces on that.
I'm going to try Cinnabon, Jo's going to try Reese's.
Reese's
Give it a
cheesecake.
go. A little bit of cream. Oh my gosh,
Oh, wow.
that tastes like a Cinnabon.
Tastes like Reese's.
So far they're both winning, aren't they?
That is amazing.
Unbelievable. You can just keep filming, Ed. We'll just keep eating. You just keep filming. Says it all. Joe just took a bite and just went, I love America. Land of the free, home of the brave, home of the cheesecake.